Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We are here in Farming Simulator 22 here on the Elmcreek map. I'm gonna try something a little different. I know I seem to always try something and start something and I just haven't really gotten a good decent flow. Excuse me. And I apologize for that. I just can't really seem to get into the proper flow of something because I always see something different. I see new mod, I see new map. But what I'm gonna do here, and we're actually gonna pull up the PDA here. This is the Elmcreek map, obviously, and I'm focused down here on the very bottom part of the map. Trying to get this centered up because I have bought this part here. I'm not so much worried about field 73 there, so much as this part that we own, because I'm going to hopefully create and build my own farm. I don't think I'm going to really have you guys follow along and yada 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 just because I'm not 100% comfortable with doing that on camera yet. However, I did want to at least hop in here before I even started, so that way you guys can kind of get an idea of the area of how it looks before I start. So let's see here. We're going to toggle flight mode, just so we can kind of get a better view on things. And this is what the field currently looks like. It's not flat by any means. There is a hill, so I'm going to have to contend with that. I'm not going to just... My plan, anyway, is not to just completely flatten it out. But basically, if I recall, it basically just follows this tree line for the most part. And this is the bottom part of the map, basically where that fence is. Because if we come over here, we see the red X signifying we can't go past that. Basically where that street sign is that says be prepared to stop. Yeah, that sign. Because hey, look, I can't go any farther. Anyway, so that's gonna be it. Next time, basically right after this cut, hopefully we'll be in the game and where you can check out how I did with my new farm. This will hopefully be my new base game. It's one that I'm going to be probably a little bit more comfortable with coming in here, just playing off camera, getting things going in the right direction. And then, like I said, we own this field here, but again, I'm not too concerned about that. And we'll probably end up expanding over into these fields, buying these guys up, and I might be a little bit more proactive in terms of basically trying to get a little bit more into this game, whether it's just pure farming, whether it's animal husbandry, anything like that. I keep talking about that, but I never really do anything with it. I'm going to try to make it a point to do that for you guys and for myself. I am also still looking at the options that I have before me as far as different RP servers. Again, I am looking at least one or two for Farming Sim RP servers. I've never done RP before, brand new, but I do want to get into it. I do want to try it out. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. That might be something new that comes to the channel. It's going to be a bit, especially just with me getting in. I'm going to get in, try to get comfortable with doing RP with other people, and kind of trying to get a nice, clean flow with everything. So anyway, I'm going to get going on getting my farm built up here. So I will catch you up with you at that point. See you then. Alright, so for you guys, that transition is going to be instantaneous, but for me, it's a couple days after I initially recorded that first scene. But we're kind of at our rental home at the moment. Oops, I should probably turn my speed down so I'm not running into everything. Yeah, so I've decided to kind of make this my rental home because we're going to be eventually building a home. And yeah, they apparently decided to have this set up outside. And don't ask me why. It was like that when I moved in, and the owner, my renter or rentee, the guy I'm paying to live here, basically said, "Dude, if you want to get rid of it, get rid of it." And it was left here by the previous tenants. I said, "Okay." I asked him about the fire pit that we have over here, and he said, "If you want to use it, use it." I said, "Okay." So I may have some nice little bonfires out here. So over at the house, we have our little Kubota UTV, and of course, this beautiful truck. The TLX 3500. It's a little dirty. I've been doing some work, getting things moved around the farm. But just because this guy's a little quieter, and it's such a beautiful September day, we're gonna hop into here, and we're gonna make our way over to the farm. Surprisingly enough, because of all the trees, we can't see the farm from here. But we are quite literally just a stone's throw away, as the saying goes. Hey look, there's the leg for our green bin. Oh, and that billboard there, as well as the other billboards in game, apparently change anytime I come back in the game. Because last time that was a Kubota. Now it's a John Deere, so I don't know the reason behind it, but it is what it is. So this is supposed to be a main road back down there to a little area. And that sign is actually quite accurate. I didn't realize it said rough road, because I actually made it a little rougher, but not on purpose. Because this entrance is right off the main road, I went ahead and threw a gate on it. Of course, we have our nice little mailbox. And I don't want anybody trespassing, so hence the sign. So as we come up here, if you're hauling for me, or if you're picking anything up as far as grain goes to sell, make the right here so you can get loaded up or dump. And we do have propane here running for the dryer. And just past that, we have our gas tanks and def tanks, because I only have one tractor right now at the farm, but I know I'm going to eventually have more equipment. The only reason I have one tractor is because I've been moving things around. I actually did harvest the potatoes on the one lone field that I owned. Technically, I still own that property, but it's no longer a field. Hence the wording of that. I made this area here kind of a nice little setup for little get-togethers, things like that. You know, if we're spending a busy day farming and we're close by, we can come over here, you know, grill out, you know, have a little fire, things like that. Just be able to get out and relax, you know, take a break from a hard day's work of farming. I do have all of my doors open on all my barns because I wanted to make it easier for you guys to see everything. Actually, we're going to just shut that off. So we do have a couple silos here. I believe this one's for liquid fertilizer. I think I have this one set up for... it's not going to tell me. I want to say for either solid fertilizer or seed. I can't remember. Actually, no, I think this is my water tank now that I think of it, because of what I have in that barn. So this barn, I have nothing in it at the moment, but it will eventually be filled up with equipment. This is going to be my cold storage, so basically implements and things like that I'm not going to be using on a daily basis, or need to worry about things freezing in the dead of winter will be stored here. And because of what I did to the field that I own, that is basically a bale buster of sorts, where you put some bales in there and it breaks it down and spreads out the hay. Yeah, someone left the lights on in here. Nope, it's on the other side. So basically, this is liquid storage. We do have heat in here. Basically, it's enough heat to where I'm not going to worry about the liquid fertilizer or any kind of liquid chemicals I keep in here are going to freeze. This may also end up being the storage for my semi-trucks once I get them. There we go. Now I'll go back through and I'll get all these doors shut back up. And then back here is my shop. We have some nice little parking spots here. They were supposed to kind of get that leveled back out. Apparently they decided not to do that. At least they got that leveled out, so it's not that big of a drop. This is our beautiful shop. As my dog is kind of growling in the background. Not sure if my microphone is picking that up. That's what that sound is. He is a very vocal dog. But yeah, I saw this in the plans with these big beautiful windows letting in all the sunlight, that amazing skylight. And I'm like, all right, I kind of have to find a spot where we can take advantage of these beautiful windows and we're not just staring at equipment or anything like that. And for me, I love it, having things go through my windows like that. Oops, my bad. I just love the wilderness. I love being in the woods, love being in the mountains. So, I mean, being able to bring in my equipment in here, do the work, and still be able to look out and get the amazing views that we see out here. Get it. I like that. So all of these barns and sheds that you're seeing, I do have, or I did get it off of the in-game mod hub. I don't use really anything that's not in the mod hub. Over here we have the wash station, which that I know for certain is my water tank, so I can't remember what I have that one for. I'll figure it out. Figure out what I'm going to fill in there, but yeah, I wanted this. We actually have a drain down yonder, kind of where you see the rock sitting there, kind of right where my cursor is at. We actually have a drain that once this is anything that falls in here, gets cleaned up for the most part. So we're not, releasing oils and everything else back into the world. That water is almost as clean as it coming out of the pressure washer. That's the idea behind it. So if you're familiar with this shed here, you know that the end over here opens up. That's not the way I'm going to be using it. Because the way I plan on using it is basically just like, if that's as though that's an immovable wall. I'm not going to worry about it. If I accidentally hit it and open it, so be it. But it does open, even though it runs into that and hits the tree. There's no actual collisions for it where it really screws things up. But, yeah. So we do have this flat gooseneck trailer here. It helped me get some of the equipment over here. Of course, we have shelving for storing totes and whatnot of seed and liquid fertilizer, things like that. As well as I do have the big bag storage containers out here for the same. basically the big bags are going to be used whenever I'm going to be emptying out any kind of equipment. This is relatively new to the mod hub, but this is the trailer for the Kubota. And it works out nice. I may actually put a deck plate on the middle, so that way I can use it to get a mower that I'm kind of looking at. Zero turn mower. So, of course, I have this trailer here. It helped me harvest the potatoes, and I was going to lease it, but I decided that depending on what else I do, this may actually be a benefit to have on the farm. But this is going to be my main storage as far as equipment that I'm going to use on a daily basis. At least that's the idea behind it. Turn those lights off. Hit that button as I leave. And of course, we do have some nice parking out here. So as far as the tractor goes that I have, it's the Kubota M8 201. I just like the way the Kubota tractors look, honestly. This playthrough, I'm not going to be too concerned about money, to be honest. I'm not going to be trying to get the biggest and best thing. But at the same time, I'm not going to stress over, you know, how much money I actually have. So, some of you may be wondering as far as the entrance goes, you know, if I happen to get bigger equipment, what am I going to do? That's why I have this entrance back here. Now, if you remember, at the start of this video, I mentioned about that's the edge of the map. Because there's the red X. So technically, traffic doesn't come down here. Doesn't look like there's much down there anyway. So I'm not too concerned about it. Mostly people that would be down this area, I believe, are going to be farmers anyway. But we'll come over here and take a look at what I've done. So this is our pig farm, or pig barn. Pig shed, whatever you want to call it. I don't have any animals on the farm yet, but that is going to be changing here real soon. I just kind of like the look of this shed. Basically, I'm going to have these open so that way they can roam between the sides as they wish. We're going to get everything filled up before I even get the animals here, so it's one less thing to worry about. I have a water trailer, basically, and then this is going to be used for the slurry, as I make sure my dog doesn't eat the pizza I have sitting beside me. Well, I'm not paying that much attention to him. His nose is going to get him into trouble. So this is a animal feed factory. I don't have anything in there, obviously. No active productions. You guys don't see that in the lower right-hand corner. That's basically what it says. The storage is empty. Because I went ahead and harvested the potatoes, and I just cleared the land at that point. So this liquid manure tank is going to be overflow. When I'm not needing it for fields, my plan is to pull it from here, from the cow barn as well as the pig shed, and put it directly into there. This is a relatively unique barn, cattle barn, because it comes with a robot. Once I get everything in here filled up, that part is going to slide across the rail, and it's going to do the necessary ratios, fill that up, and then that robot right there is going to come out and go around, and it's going to basically spread it I did not see that. I'm gonna have to fix that. Sorry guys, some of this I'm just seeing for the first time myself, so yeah. But yeah, that robot's gonna come down through here. Basically make sure the cattle gets fed. And when we come over here, this is gonna be our milk tank with a secondary one outside. Because, let's see here. Yes, save. Yeah, I don't have Shrine Mast Stall. Gotta love it. I was hoping it was gonna tell me what, like how many I can put in here. Sorry, I thought I silenced my phone. So as far as the cattle go, I can have up to 240 in this barn. And you can kind of see all the different ones. I may, because I'm looking at mainly doing milk. It's probably going to be Holsteins. I might do some brown Swiss, but it's probably going to be mainly Holsteins. For me, I like the idea of cattle being used for more than just meat. When it comes down to it, yes, milk cattle are meat cattle at the same time. Because once their usefulness of producing milk goes away, there's really no other option. So, I do have a few windmills to help produce energy for my massive farm. Well, what I consider massive. Other people, not so much. And I get that. So as far as the pigs go, I can have 200 pigs in this shed. And yes, these ones are going to be solely for meat. Because you really can't do much else with pigs. Oops, wrong button. Are you going to close for me? There we go. Oh, and I left that running. So, yeah. I try to give the ground and the drive areas a little bit more of a weather texture feel to it. Unlike what I kind of did part of it on the path going up to the, to the silo. I don't know why I spaced on that. But the rest of this, I will be doing the same, giving this the same treatment. So yeah. I kind of set this up with the idea of, you know, if I need to use these, sheds, I can rent them out for parties and whatnot. The equipment I'm going to have in them will be relatively easy to move. Just because I do have the cold storage unit over there with another heated storage building there. At this point in time, like I said, I'm going to be getting ready for the animals to show up. And that means I need to go figure out where I can buy all the proper equipment or all the proper parts so I can feed them. So I can get the total mixed ration and get the pigs fed. Basically, I know most pigs can eat just about anything. But as far as the game goes, I know there are restrictions. I haven't really dealt with pigs too much. I've dealt more with cattle in this game, which haven't been recorded. But aside from that, the next step is going to be finding a place to build my home. So you can kind of see what I was talking about as far as the path goes. I didn't get it, like I said, I didn't get a chance to do the rest of it. I do want to give it more of a weathered feel and use some of the other options as far as, where I may find myself parking vehicles and putting down oil slicks and things like that. Just kind of give it more of a weathered look, more of a realistic feel. But yeah, as far as my farm goes, this is it. I may give, as time goes on, I may put another shed, small shed, here or there, but I have no idea where I want to build my home. For all I know, I may, buy that field right there, or those couple fields, and do it there. I have no idea. But I have a feeling I'm going to be probably starting to buy these fields next. But at the same time, because right now I'm going to have to purchase everything I need to get my animals up and running. I think what I'm going to be doing is doing work for other farmers. Basically, benefit for a benefit. I'll help them out in their fields. They'll help me get my farm up and running. That's the idea behind it. But I know this was probably not as interesting of a video, but I am hoping that this is going to be more of a in-depth type of video set. I don't know. Roleplay series, maybe? I don't know. My brain is kind of fried between my paying job and working on this, what feels like most of the day. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, and it's currently almost 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, it's been a long day. But I'm wanting to make sure I get this content, quality content, for you guys. But like I said, I did mention the drain from the wash station, and this is where it's going to be coming out. The road is still kind of going down that way. I think there is a low point right in here. So that's kind of why I made sure to step it back. It's not going to be dealing with runoff from the sheds or anything like that. But I wanted to make sure because of the quality. Well, as of right now, I don't have the downspouts going to that. But I do know that we will be, because I get stuck on the fence, we can put through a lot of water, but I also want to make sure that we get it cleaned and processed before it actually gets just sent back out to the wild, so to speak. So yeah. With that being said, guys, I hope you stick around and enjoy this series. So with that being said, as always, if you happen to like what you see or catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just a select few here and there. And guys, if you already are subscribed, I thank you and I greatly appreciate it. But if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's not peer pressure. I'm just kindly requesting. I love the sound of those doors. So with that being said, guys, until next time, take care. Peace.